Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. Today for Make a Card Monday I'm going to be using Curly Sue dies to make a diamond fold pop-out card. Now this is the packet. There's 8 dies in this packet and they give you everything you need to make this card. So this is the sample that I've been given to look at. I've made one card, 3/4 made it, and just to make sure that I know what I'm doing. So this is the card that I've made up all in white. So there's 3 dies there. Then the other 5 dies come up into making the diamond fold pop-out piece. So this will be my guiding point as well as the photograph I'm working from. And I did work out the best way to make this is on the flat. So don't put the card together. If you've got this die set or intend getting it, don't do it. Don't put it all together and then try and make the insides work, because it won't happen. You'll just confuse yourself. Okay, so I know the lines on this check are crooked. I put it into the die straight and it moved. So it sort of went a little bit skywonky. But I'm not overly worried about that because it's still going to look beautiful. So this is the base for the front of the card. You don't have to put another pattern in there, but I think it looks rather lovely with a pattern rather than just the scallop circles and the embellishments that go on top. It adds a little bit of extra interest. Now these dies are embossed, so you've got a marking guide there that you can put your paper onto so that it ends up nice and straight. She says hopefully getting it all wonky. Yeah, matches the lines. I'm not worried. Let's not stress. It's not that bad. It just looks it just looks wonky. But hey, that's par for the course for me today. Everything's just a little bit wonky. Now this is fairly labor intensive. As you can imagine, I have double-sided tape all of these segments before turning the camera on. That looks pretty good. Now I'll put the little white one. Now the top dies are all faux stitched around the edges, which really just does finish it off. It looks beautiful. And once again, it just gives you that added polish to your finished product. I found the most time-consuming part of this is putting all the tape on the cards. Where's my tweezer? I want to make sure I get this fairly close to the end before to the edges before I settle it down. Okay. Because if that was crooked, it would not look at all nice. Now, I think I'll wait until the last minute to put the butterfly on because that's going to create bulk in the card. Okay, moving that to side to work on the middle piece. Now, there are 2 pink squares that go here and here. It's rather wonderful if you've got your backings organized before you start work, then it's going to come together a lot easier. Now once again, center it as close as you can, as close as possible. And I'll put the little white one on here, seeing as I have it ready. Here I was thinking this was going to take me, a 45-minute job talking to you. But because I've already done the groundwork for this, it's being a lot quicker. Now once again, I'll just hold that up a little bit so you can see the little stitch lines there. It makes it look so much nicer. Get this one centered as well. And for the opposite one, which is the top and the bottom in the card is going to sit in the card this way. Yeah, putting the tape on and inking all of the edges to these was by far the most time consumption for this particular card, because as you can see, once you've done all of that, it's coming together quite beautifully. And if you can see little bits of tape here, don't stress, I'll cut them off shortly. Beautiful. Where's the white one? So 3 sheets of 12 by 12 paper is what I used to cut these different colours, and I have got a lot left over, so I'm going to be making a couple of little wonky houses and a couple of tickets, maybe a folded pocket or something like that, because I've got scraps and I don't like saving scraps anymore, so I want to use them as soon as I possibly can. There will also be some pretty paper lace made, because I discovered I'm out of that, just about. Okay, looking good so far. Yeah, plain. I had to stop and check myself then, because I wasn't sure if I'd picked up a plain one or a patterned one. Now I can put a patterned one on top. I didn't think very much when I chose the patterned paper for this particular section. Most of them have got a little flower on them, but one of them does not. The colour still matches perfectly because it's the same sheet of paper, but I just messed up a little bit. Again, lining them up. Beautiful. I'm liking this, it's all coming together beautifully. Hooray, hooray. If it wasn't coming together so beautifully, you would hear different words coming out of my mouth. Because I've invested a little time in this, and I don't want it to go oopsie ducks. Steady. Ooh, it just squeaked in. I'm a little bit conflicted as to what to put inside this card for an embellishment. I don't know whether to have a combination of flowers and butterflies, or just flowers or just butterflies. I really don't know. This is going to have to speak to me as I'm working on it. Oh, that's already undone. one gone in right, yay. 2 more, and then I have fun and games getting it inside the card. But I think I've got this little secret worked out. Take the double-sided tape off, fold it, and put it into the card folded rather than trying to get it in open. Otherwise it might not open and close for you. Trying to get that in, and my hand and the tweezer were not cooperating together. This is beautiful. I'm really enjoying this process. I have to admit to being a little bit wary of it. I thought, oh, is this going to work for me or not? But so far, so good. Okay. 2 more little triangles to go, and then we can have some fun and games getting it into the card. Worried? Yes, just a little bit, because I don't want things to go wrong. I'm not confessing that they're going to go wrong. I'm confessing that they're going to go right. And we'll see how it pans out. Very good. Come on. Right. Yes. Okay. Fun time. To open the card. Fold that like that. And then try to get it right. I'm trying to get it squared, and I really am not sure how to do that. It will work, Ruth. It will work. Get one side on and the other will follow. Isn't that right, everyone? Oh, come on. We have a tennis player here in Australia that if he was trying to gee himself up and get things right, he'd yell, "Oh, come on!" And I just remembered that when I said it to myself then. Keeping fingers crossed, turning it over. So far, so good, she cried. Now, I purposely left it about 1/8 of an inch, if not just a little bit shorter than that, on the join, so that I had space for the card to actually close. as you can imagine, you know, with lots and lots of sheets of paper in here, it's rather thick. Because the white card I've used is 200 GSM in weight, and it is very sturdy. Okay, ladies, gentlemen, fingers crossed. This is going to work, 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 this is going to work. Ta-da! And it worked! Your beauty! That's fabulous. If you try to decorate those bits before, your card would have been sort of trying to be sitting like that. You couldn't have squashed it open any further than that. Ha! I'm chuffed. Now, I have a little pink hello, and I thought instead of putting it down there, I would put it in that part of the card. And that way it takes up a little bit of that space up there too, so I've got something else to think about in the meantime. I'll just let it flop down like that. Let it do its own little thing at the minute while I put my tweezer into the part of hello. Get my little fine glue. Oh, there is no plug in there this time, that's good. Starting to lose light in this room. So I'll try and keep my big fingers and hands out of the direct sun, well, not sunlight, but the direct outside light. I think it might be something I have to invest in is a decent camera light and also another camera. This one is okay, but it's getting a little old, and it is literally a point and shoot camera with a video capability. There are no whistles and bells and, you know, stops and pauses and all that sort of gorgeous stuff that you can get these days, but I'm grateful for what I have at the moment. When pennies become a little more abundant, I will invest in something better. Now, have I got all of the little points covered? This one up here is not wanting to be glued. Being a pain in the nose. Okay. Now that is the front. This is the piece you'll see when you open up the card. Move that over a little more. There we go. And hello, hello. Alright, where's my lovely butterfly? I'll put him on the front. Come on, thank you. And I'm still thinking about what to put on the inside. Which is a bit of a worry. I've got some beautiful sunflowers here that would look gorgeous, I think. And I've got some medium weight butterflies as well. So here's what I'm thinking. I've got two of these lovely stickers. I'm thinking I could cut this one off and put it over here, cut the opposite one from here and put it down on this one here. Then I have a couple of smallish butterflies, these. So this one I'm thinking I could put up there, and the other two little ones I could put opposite each other, top and bottom. I'm thinking that would really work quite well. So I will think on that for another 30 seconds while I'm putting this butterfly in place, and then we can do something else with this beautiful card. So that's what the person is going to see when they open the envelope. The next thing they see is this here, with the hello and the pretty embellishments. And I'm thinking, because I have this butterfly here, I could put that one there, and I can write a message here, or even up here. He's very big. Maybe I could put that one up the top, so that it looks like he's coming down onto something in here. That sounds like a nice plan. Where's my mounting tape? See, this is how prepared I was not. I didn't even tape these because I didn't know what I was going to do with them. There, and some double-sided tape here, and I think I'll use the narrow one. Bring it up to there. That works really well. I like that. I do like that. Now the other little butterflies. See, that one could sit there. This one concerns me because he's a little big. But maybe if I put it in there, let's fold that up and see what it looks like when it's folded up. I need some weight there because otherwise, oh no, it's going to sit. It will sit. Excellent. But now I'm thinking, yep, that one goes there. This little one could sit over here. This one could sit down there. Yep, okay. And the flowers, I'm still thinking about using, I'm actually here. Thinking about putting one of those there and cutting the other one up for their two opposite. Yep, okay. All right, plan coming up, folks. Plan coming up. Still taping, that's cool. Squish down, lovely. Come on. Thanking you. Not tape this time, glue. tape can't get into all the little nitty-gritty areas of their antennae and little feet and all that sort of stuff. So you, my lovely, can sit down there. And you, handsome, can sit there. Like that, I think. Whoops, wrong way. Nearly put it upside down. Oh my glory. It's going to fit better that way anyway. Up the right way, that is. Sorry, I realise sometimes that I'm holding stuff just out of camera range. Okay, and you, lovely, can sit there. And you, my little friend, are going to sit up there with your mama. The beauty of these cards is you've got lots and lots of real estate to play in. I was going to be doing a whole journal using these lovely Tim Holtz butterflies, but I'm just having so much fun using them in all sorts of different projects rather than just one. So I might put you at a little bit of an angle so that you're facing your bigger counterpart up there. Okay. Now this one I definitely think I'm going to put there. Which means I'll cut these pieces off down the bottom, but that's alright. And I can tape this using the fine tape. Oh, don't sit on top of that, love. Talking to the card, sorry. It nearly sat on top of the ink blender. Don't need that happening. A little bit there. And a little bit there. And a little bit up the top. Probably should have glued this too, but never mind. The decision was made, so I'm sticking to it. Where's my quick stick going? Oh, under the scissors. Oh dear. It's a worry being me, and I'm not even green. I'm thinking of the Kermit Frog song.